This week it was revealed that a former National Security Agency contractor was arrested in August and accused of stealing highly classified computer code that could be used to hack into the networks of foreign governments.
Meanwhile, Russian hackers who've gone after U.S. voter registration sites are not being named by U.S. intelligence officials. Why not? Joining us is a Democratic Congressman, Adam Schiff of California. He's the ranking member of the House Committee on Intelligence. Welcome back, sir. Thanks for coming in.
Great to be with you.
Let's start with the arrest of this former NSA contractor. Do we know how he got access to this highly classified computer code and whether he has leaked it or used it? What can you tell us?
The investigation is still very much in the early stages, and while I can't go into the facts of this particular case, I can say that we're deeply concerned about yet another potential insider taking classified, highly top secret materials out of secure space for whatever purpose. It shows, I think, that the intelligence community still has a lot of work to do to improve the safeguards that it put into place post-Snowden. And I think potentially the risks of this are extreme. Not only that has it happened twice in the last couple of years, but you could probably look at this, at the scope of these potential disclosures, or at least the compromised material by bringing it outside of a secure space, as a bigger problem than foreign agents trying to penetrate this insider threat. Yeah. Really, the intelligence community has to grapple with.
Yeah.
And as you just said, this arrest represents the second time in 3 years that an NSA contractor managed to steal highly classified information that could be very damaging, as you said. So what is the level of embarrassment for the government? And then, as you mentioned, I mean, the fact that this is such a threat, what can be done to stop it from happening again?
Well, there are a couple challenges. One, you have the direct government employees, and then you also have a very large body of contractors. This person who's been arrested was a contractor working for Booz Allen. Snowden also worked for Booz Allen. And we are highly reliant on these contractors. In the Intelligence Committee, we have been looking at ways of decreasing the extent of the intelligence community work that's being done by contractors as opposed to those who work within the intelligence community. But then we've had insiders from the intelligence community, government employees like Manning, who also took vast amounts of classified data. So it's an enormous problem. It's probably not going away anytime soon, but we're going to have to really develop much better safeguards. Those started to be put into place, ways to flag when people are accessing materials that they don't have a need to know, ways of securing materials so that it can't be removed from the premises, can't be downloaded. But all these steps thus far have not been adequate.
Let's switch to what you alluded to a moment ago, the outside forces trying to hack into the U.S. How confident are you that it was Russian hackers who were trying to hack into voter registration systems here in the U.S.?
I think there's abundant evidence that the Russians have been hacking into many of our institutions, including the DNC. And it's deeply concerning. In the case of the voter registration databases, and multiple states now have had issues with this, this doesn't have any foreign intelligence value. There's really little to be gleaned or learned. It's not as if they're hunting for government secrets. These are voter registration files. The only reason to hack into those is if you intend or you're contemplating interfering with the election. They can't change the election result, I think, because our system is so decentralized. But they could cast doubt if people go to vote and the voter databases have been altered so it's not immediately clear that they're registered to vote. That could be a problem. But frankly, the even bigger problem I worry about comes before Election Day, and that is you see the Russians hacking, you see the dumping of information, and you also see the Russians manipulate data. That is, they change the data that they then dump. And you can imagine what it would do, what kind of turmoil it would create, for example, if they hacked into the Democratic National Committee, they took emails that were accurate, and then they inserted paragraphs suggesting illegality and then leaked them. Because no one would know whether part of it was true, all was true, or none of it was true. That's what really worries me.
All right, Congressman Schiff, we really appreciate you coming in this morning. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.